I'm not murdering anyone, Giraffe. I've never murdered anyone in my life. Oh, okay, this way first. This was once an armament, I can't read that, something. Twin cannons were attached here, medium distance, large caliber. Here, pointing out there. There's a communism sign. Careful, these stairs have collapsed. We can definitely get down there somehow.
An old cylindrical generator is nested above the ammo lift, with makeshift electrical wiring running out of its side and across the floor. The cables disappear into the wall to your right.
Is these new wires?
The lieutenant puts his hand on the metal barrel, checking for warmth.
It's cold now, but someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
Okay, where do you think the wires lead?
Downstairs, somewhere?
Yep, that makes sense. What kind of generator is this?
Liquid carbon. I would imagine it takes mazout. The kind that's favored by vagrants and fuel thieves. It's been a long winter, long and cold.
Okay.
If anyone stayed here, they'd need a generator.
Right, okay. Tap on the side.
A hollow ring. The canister is empty. Dust falls from the generator and down into the ammo lift.
Okay, what does this mean, a generator here?
I don't know. I'm not a philosopher.
That was not a philosophy question. I meant, why is it here?
Someone with basic electrical skills has restored it in order to keep the room warm. Maybe it's the fire guy.
The wind outside picks up suddenly, with a faint howl. Inside, it's warm.
Okay. Armament. A place where arms are, by which I mean shooty arms, not human arms. Alright, like an armory? Where's the legs in the ligament? Okay, so yeah, it looks like we're not getting down this way, but maybe we can go around the outside. Someone's definitely been living here. Oh. Hold on. Is that books, mainly fantastic and historical fiction. Dishes stained with sauce and fire, a survivor's kitchen. I was like, is this the sniper rifle? But it's like facing the complete opposite direction. A little like that. An armory is more like a storeroom, and I think an armament is more where some arms are used. Oh, okay. Don't you have the right to bear arms if you have shooty arms? And I read that as like a bear with big arms, like giving you a bear hug. A moth-bitten bedsheet keeps the wind out. You see candles planted on a broken rangefinder. A rangefinder, okay.
There's a greasy old spring mattress in the corner, resting on piles of soft cover books. White linen and a pillow are visible under a worn-out caracal blanket.
I feel like this is still tidier than our room in the whirling.
Someone has been squatting here. The linen is fresh, recently washed.
How recently washed?
You force the rest of the sentence out through pain, thick as molasses, no longer able to hear yourself
Maybe
speak.
I should stop running.
You know, officer, you can rest here if you are feeling tired. I will keep watch. You could use some rest for what's ahead.
Is that to refill our stats, maybe? Oh no, it's a task, so... I mean, not right now. Oh god, is this gonna have implications on anything? Because I mean, I could, it's no harm to do it. But I don't want to accidentally progress the story when I haven't finished exploring. You can do it later if you want. Yeah, I'd rather do that.
Yes, anytime.
Okay.
If you need a rest later, it's okay by me.
Cool, that's good.
You don't have to be a hero.
But I'm just a naturally born one. Like, heroes don't choose to be heroes.
Books and magazines lie scattered on the floor and on a makeshift cupboard. They are not particularly well organized. Most are soft covers, serialized fantastique and detective stories from the 20s and 30s. This disparate digest includes the classic Animal Adventures. Popular depictions of man versus nature by amateur naturalists T&T Harpin, husband and wife. Widely read by people from all walks of life. Who doesn't like nature? Who doesn't want to survive? Among what is mostly commercial fiction and serialized stories, you find a magazine cathodique for electrical engineering. Then it's back to pulp. Light erotica, an international thriller about circuit benders.
Someone's made themselves a home.
Okay, conceptualization. I guess we're gonna be able to add to that check, but we might as well try it, right? Oh, I actually wanted to sort out my wardrobe. There's my coats. Have I got any more coats? Oh, it kind of looks sorted out more than I thought it was. Tops. Trousers. This is where it gets a little messy. So I've got 4 glasses. My ties can go there. I've got 5 hats. Oh no, I've got more glasses. Hold on. Okay. We need to switch this around. My hats can go above. Although we don't need this. This hat can go on that out pile. Hats. Never mind. Hats. And we had 2 gloves. So we put the gloves here. Wait, where's my... What have I just done? Gloves. And we've got shoes. Oops, that's not shoes. Shoes. And then we got our ties here. And then these are things that I don't need anymore. There we go, we're a bit more organized. But I didn't get the clothes. What I was aiming for, did I? Conceptualization. Don't suppose we've got any shoes that make us conceptualize, no.
Soft covers, serialized fantastique, and detective story. Oh yes, under the bed, there is a rather extensive collection of critical theory, that is, dour, life non-affirming left-wing literature, published by small imprints such as Abattoir Firm and Ouzia. It's not exactly light reading.
Oh god. Look, Kim, powerful communist theory, rigorous and truthful. deranged commie ranting. Downbeat dribble for people who can't get shit done. Or left wing. I have no comments. I'm gonna keep going with my neutralness. Do you?
Ooh, Sia. Humanitarian sciences stands out. Not a lot of critical theory around in Ravachol West anymore.
Your incendiary remark has failed to provoke him.
I didn't know I was trying to provoke him. Critical theory books. What do you think this means? I don't even know what critical theory is.
Again, I am not a philosopher, but whoever has lived here, they have some education and a certain set of interests.
Interesting.
So whoever's lived here has been a communist, and this is our suspect for killing the Merc. Could it be this guy from the war? He would be really old now, right? I don't remember if he died.
Soft covers, serialized.
Oh, clothes, 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 clothes. Oh, this shit. We've got the whole outfit now. Why has it got one sleeve? Hand-eye coordination, sleeveless aim. Okay. One sleeve short, the other long, but little of its original colours. Okay. I need to see if anything happens when I wear the entire set. I still don't have any glasses or anything neck. Oh!
Oh, glorious Folnier. You wear the full set of the true-born hero. The ultimate performance of fun flows in you.
You look so fresh right now. We look so foul. I feel so dynamic.
You are the most ultra of men. Peak performance.
Ultra hardcore.
Go on. The fucking sunset awaits, Fallen Rider.
I'm the Fallen Rider. Is that it? We don't get anything? Ooh, more clothes. A scarf. A scarf. Empathy. Plight of the underclass. Less composure sucks to be poor. Okay, I'm gonna keep my pain threshold on because like we're in pain, but hand-eye coordination, that's right. Okay. We can rock the tracksuit for a bit longer. Any more clothes that I'm not seeing here? We're not wearing any of our perception clothes, which makes me sad. Oh, we can maybe get under here. Alright, yeah. Oh. Nice. Nice. I mean, we could just fill it up, but... This great blast door must weigh over 10 tons. Rust peels off it.
You see a small metal door nested inside a larger one. A heavy steel blast door. There is a conventional keyhole above the handle. It's very small.
What's on the other side?
Another part of the island, probably. The lock looks like it could still be usable.
So we want to find a key. How do we open this?
Maybe this is one of the doors we don't open?
Nah. Not at all.
He's right. It would be better to open its big brother. A powerful engine hangs under the ceiling. It must control the blast door.
What do you mean? We're opening the big one. Oh, is this a door too? I find us not opening it highly unlikely. I do want to go for the big door. I want to go for both doors. Highly unlikely.
Alright, I retract my statement. It was naive. Let's look around and get it open.
Okay.
Fuel.
I want
Generator.
to ask.
Fuel. Generator. Console.
Okay.
That's our best chance. That there could open it once we've put some fuel in the generator.
Fuel generator console. Okay. I knew we could bring him round. Oh, there's the console. I'm saving every few seconds at this point. Oh yeah, we might have dreams. Find fuel for the generator and get it running. Oh, a hatch.
Green paint flecks off the monoblock aluminium cabinet. There are rows of switches on the front panel, a frequency band, and even a keyboard. The keys rattle like teeth. This keyboard hasn't been functional in decades.
What is this then?
The console of an anti-computation device. The generator upstairs, with wires coming out, they terminate here.
Ah, okay. Could this open the blast door?
Possibly. Urgence, ouvert, allumé, radio diffusé. It sounds like this device was used to control the electronics here. Maybe it still does.
Yeah, I think it will.
This device was used to control the electronics in the room. It could open doors, control lights, function as a radio computer.
I mean, clearly it needs power, but we can press the buttons.
We need to restore power before using this, officer.
I know.
The generator, it didn't look like there was fuel in it.
I know, I'm just testing you, Kim. Just testing you.
We should look around outside. There are barrels all over. Maybe one of them still has something in it.
Or we could take the remaining fuel out of our boat.
The boat engine.
Yeah. We'd have to row back. Like, surely it wasn't that far. The kids have rafted across. Surely we could just row back. Oh, we could get some from the boat engine?
But officer, then we would have to swim back to the mainland. Let's just look around, okay?
Fine.
The console stands by.
Stop being so
neatly.
sensible.
Urgence, over.
Okay. Ooh, what's this? Hey! There's just magnesium hidden all over the place. So... This hatch is jammed shut. Damn it. I wanted to go in the hatch. Right, let's go out this door then. Can still keep our eyes open for anything with a white outline so we can equip our crowbar thing, pry bar, multi-tool. A fire inslet, you can't see inside. That could aim to the whirling. We didn't see that from the inside. It's like, should be here, right? Let's explore more of the island. Yeah, there's a thing up there, but I think we'll be going up this path. We're looking for barrels. Must have been a direct hit to take out such a huge chunk. Yeah, that's like, that's a blast. The distant sound of cargo ships, signal horns echo on the water. We are in a harbour town, alright. We can't get down there. Let's do a perimeter check. I'm just keeping my gun equipped at all times now. I need it. Oops. I'm actually switching some clothes up as well because I would like my perception stuff on. I'm gonna just put my regular clothes back on. I was wearing like I'll do. Just in case we're missing anything from having too low perception. Oh yeah, I can also zoom out, that helps. I guess we'll go along the coast first and then we'll go up that hill. That'll probably bring us round to the other side, maybe? It's another one of these. Ooh, another building. The winch is broken and rust has eaten what remains of the chain.
A strange feeling looking at the water. Maybe you should just wander off into the sea. Leave it all and walk in.
No.
With a bottle in your hand.
Bottle in my hand?
Always.
Why?
Perhaps there's someone there, under the water, waiting for you.
No, that's a myth.
Where it has always been.
Where what has always been?
Smelling of tutti frutti and betrayal. Maybe you know it's going to hurt.
But it's cold.
Yes, cold and still. But love is warm, like the inside of her mouth.
No, we are getting over this.
Yes, 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 yes.
Uh-oh.
No, we're not starting with that.
Yeah, we're not.
Not now. Not this time. This thought is over.
Yeah, volition. Raise your sight.
In the still mirror of the bay, you see Martinez, reflected. Tall edifices of ruins reach into the water, like shimmering towers. And the shacks too. Pine trees and motor lorries, upside down. Islets and posts, like stepping stones, lead into the water in front of you. Go. Step in. It's been too long.
Hey. Fresh looks and tutti frutti smells. Only the best in noob streams. Yeah, with the zero betrayal. Betrayal wasn't in that sentence. Okay, it's fine. We're not doing this. And zero murders, exactly. I only kill in self-defense. The pain in your pelvis makes you wince, then you continue. Yeah, I need to stop running. I think it is actually affecting. The inside of the fortress, you make out the console and the blast door. Okay, so we can see in through there. Yeah, that's that big crumbly bit that we saw from the inside. Fuel? The depot that supplied this chain is long gone from the course. This looks like it could be fuel though. A weathered artillery map showing coordinates in the Bay of Revachol. Old medicine, newly stocked with dramamine. Oh boy. It's given us a lot of supplies, eh? Oh. Zero betrayal. That doesn't sound very noob to me.
There's a rain-soaked mattress on a concrete slab. only half covered by the crumbling roof. At the head of it, double embrasures, firing slits like two eyes in the wall.
That could, maybe towards the whirling?
B triple prime. This looks like a good place to shoot from.
Okay. And it kind of makes it seem like there's more people here. There's 2 mattresses. Inspect the mattress.
A single-person mattress, modern, civilian use. Brand name, Marjorie. There's a fuel stain on the cover, along with cigarette burns. And an empty can of beans on the ground next to it, filled to the brim with cigarette butts. The silhouette of a tobacco picker adorns the paper filter. The brand, Tio Moteri.
Tio Moteri.
Contemporary Rivisholians prefer Juan, a local blend from the southern islands, or Astra, the legendary cigarette from Grad. Tio Moteri is favored by older men for its paper filter tips, sweet smell, and added tar.
Like the ones we found at Land's End, remember? Yeah, I remember those.
I may have been wrong when I said it wasn't important.
Yeah.
This means the same person could have visited both locations.
Yeah, they could have been scouting.
I didn't see any signs of smoking inside, though. If people live there, they keep it tidy. This here may also be a smoking spot.
Oh, like they come out here to smoke instead of in the building? Inspect the wall.
There's a firing slit in the wall in front of you, like a little window.
Touch the concrete.
Quite old and grimy from years without cleaning by anything other than the rain.
Okay, look through the hole.
The springs screech as you lean on the mattress and crane your neck to look out. A small piece of Martinez coastline opens up in the square in front of you, like a tiny landscape painting. 1 kilometer across the water. The ruins look familiar.
Okay, on the left.
A towering skyscraper, its top floors shaved off by artillery fire. Capeside apartments. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A and 33B.
Oh, that's creepy. On the right.
The red chimney and collapsed back of the 4-story tenement in front of the Whirling in Rags. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 10. The doomed commercial area.
Okay. And between the two?
The box-shaped silhouette of the Whirling in Rags. Its sloped roof, a tiny fleck of light catches your eye on the rooftop. Sunlight reflecting off the upstairs window of Clausia's room.
Motherfucker.
What does that mean? Do you have line of sight to the window?
We sure do.
More than that.
Kim, with a pair of binoculars, I would be able to see inside the room.
A pair of binoculars? Or a scope of a rifle?
Mm-hmm.
You'd be prone, lying on a mattress, barrel resting on the embrasure. I think we have it. The origin of the shot. This is the sniper's nest.
We got it. We found it. Oh god, don't celebrate too much though.
Affirmative.
Master cop work, booyah! Why didn't we come here before?
Why? We don't go everywhere in a 1,000-meter radius of the crime scene. That's not procedure.
I guess you're right.
He looks north, over the fortification, then at the mattress.
Could the shooter still be here?
Where?
Right here, point at the mattress. No, on this island.
He does not answer, just nods. With his back hunched, he looks around once more and says, he feels uncomfortable suddenly.
Oh, sorry, Kim.
We should move now.
Yeah, we should. Okay. Oh, I'm nervous again now. So, well, we found the source.
There's a rain-soaked mattress.
B triple prime.
Okay, so we've done all that. We've now got 4 skill points again. Oh, the fuel. I've got a canister, but does it have any fuel in it? There is still some... yes, there is in this battered canister. A litre or two. Good, that's what we need. Okay, let's go and fuel up that generator and open that blast door, I guess. There's nowhere else we can probably go from here. No. Oh god, Kim's doing the thing again. I think I'll just heal up my morale just to be safe. We went up there, we went down here. So we'll go back inside. I am definitely scared to run now. It's given us so, like, it gave us like 3 magnesium for morale and 3 health things. I suppose, and it's given us the option to sleep. I don't know. I'm scared for what's to come. Water rushes below, far down. Boss battle time, yeah, exactly, yeah. I think it might be him. But why would he have a poster up of himself? The painting.
This old cylindrical generator waits with its fuel cap open. Makeshift electrical wiring runs out of its side and across the floor.
There will be a quick time event. If you fail, all save files are deleted. Please tell me you're trolling me right now. No, I mean the guy in the painting. Please tell me you're trolling me. If the game did that, thank fuck. I would be so mad. Oh god. Right, pour fuel into the
The
tank.
lieutenant assists you, holding the canister up to the fuel tank as you tilt. Dark brown, viscous fluid pours out, and the room fills with a chemical smell.
I would never spoil the end, or would I?
There's a red starter switch on the side of the cylinder and a start rope on the other side. The lieutenant flicks the switch.
Okay.
The recoil start wakes the old generator up. The machine sputters like an old warhorse before settling down to a rattle.
That should do it.
Good. We're opening the blast door. This is like adventure game stuff at this point. Right, so we can... there's still the rest to do as well, but I don't know if we need to. Like, to sleep, I mean. Would it be a problem? Have you seen Noob's reactions and quick time event skills? One day I will witness the greatness. I was gonna say, Giraffe, if you think it's not a problem, you've seen me play Dead by Daylight, right? Oh no. Greatness awaits. Oh no.
A dim golden glow animates the console. Faint, like a ghost.
It's on. Turn emergency open.
Okay.
Automatic boot. The blast door opens with a series of clicks.
Oh,
A
it's the
shaft
big...
of light
okay.
appears, then widens as the light shines in.
I mean, the fact that there's no power makes me think they might not be here. Like, why would they be on the other side of this door? It's a very loud door, so I mean they at least know we're here.
A sudden wave of anxiety makes your skin crawl.
Oh no, Half-Light, please. I was just trying to make the best out of a bad situation.
After you.
What's there?
I don't know.
A thin wisp of smoke rises from a charred black fire pit. The wind picks up, then dies down again.
I'm scared.
Don't be. I have a gun.
I also have a gun.
I know. It was not easy to acquire.
Yeah, it took us a little while. Let's go. Okay. Right, save that. Why isn't it completed our fuel for the generator task? Wait, there was other buttons? I want to see what they do. So yeah, we were out here looking in before.
A dim golden glow animates the console.
Light.
Faint. The lighting in the room turns on with a sizzle. A dim ambient orange.
Oh no, I hate that noise. Slide the radio dial.
The dial slides under the dusty glass, dark and silent, despite the power being on. You make out defunct stations on the UKV frequency. The words, failed insula, are written on the band.
Insular. This is an off-air radio computer, I believe, used for military communications.
Okay.
It's an air-gapped system, an off-air military model. Its circuits are nearly impossible to bend, i.e., it cannot be remote controlled.
Okay. You need to leave. Well, have a great evening and thanks for having me on your couch. Oh, thanks for being here, Giraffe. Why do I keep messing your name up? Oh, thanks for being here, Snappy. I'll see you soon. This is the last time that I think we're going to be playing this game, so I'll see you next time for a new game. New nickname for every sentence Noob speaks. Yes, thank you for being here, Giraffe, and thank you for the bits. Really appreciate it. Oh, oh nice. Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Siberius. Oh, Giraffe, you're too kind. Thank you. Siberius. Siberius. Siberius, enjoy your sub, enjoy your emotes. Welcome to the gang. Welcome to the new bits. Sibby. Siby. V. I can call you V. Sibby. Can I call you Sibby? Right, this is that other entrance that we could see from outside. Oh, I'm nervous. Sounds weird, but okay. I'll keep calling you Siberius. I will call you Sibby for memes. A rubber dinghy. It's deflated, broken. Maybe that's how the person got here. Ooh, go back. Small white flowers blossom all around you. The Maybell? It's true, Noob cannot be trusted with names. It's very true. Are these Maybells? Maybe they grow out of sea. Oh, I found him. Okay. Everybody stay calm. Okay. He's there. What do we want to wear? Okay, so you think perception, that would be perception, yeah, and I agree. I've got all of my perception clothes on. So that's good. I'm not going to take them off. Composure, perception. I'll put my interfacing gloves, my armor back on. Pain threshold, yes. Visual calculus, yes. It's just what kind of jacket should I wear? Gonna perceive this guy so hard. I'm not entirely sure what I think is a good... Maybe logic or empathy? Or this one? I could rock the trench coat. And fail a 97% check. I can't say, I can't promise that that won't happen. Alright, we decided this is what we're wearing. Okay. Friend?
An old man wearing tracksuit trousers leans on the frame stock of his rifle. He gathers a big ball of spit in his mouth.
Should have known we should have kept our trackies on. Okay.
Then spits it out into the extinguished fire before him. He raises his black eyes, hooded by creased eyelids, to meet yours.
So this is the deserter.
Unclouded by cataracts, his eyesight is sharp.
Just walk up to him and say, "You've retained your eyesight?" Nice gun you got there.
It's not nice. It's a piece of shit. But it gets the job done.
Is it a Bell McGrave?
It's a 3-Angong 446.
Damn it.
Southeast Samaran made, exotic, must be defunct too. No modern rifle manufacturer of that name springs to mind.
A Samaran rifle. How did you get hold of one?
It was sent to us by our brothers in the Signal commune. Military aid.
He's got a cool voice.
It has stayed true to him. He can still make it sing.
Okay. Are you the fire guy?
The what now? I can't hear you.
Did you recently tell 2 kids to put out their fire? 2 twins?
I may have. All sorts of little rats have come sniffing around, trying to give up the position.
Give up the position?
Fire guy. Regressive bourgeoisie henchman. Can't even talk like a grown-up.
I mean, they were 4. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect them to talk like a grown-up. Are you talking about me? Did you close the blast door?
I did. And you opened it. How?
I fueled the generator, then used the console.
I should have burned that console down.
How did you know I was coming?
Reactionary rock and roll music. Playing on the water.
Yeah, that did give us away a bit, eh?
Told you we shouldn't play sad FM.
No, you didn't. You were all for it. Yeah, you didn't say that, Kim.
I did.
Did you?
We have entered a world where he said you shouldn't. It is the only world.
He didn't say that. It was not reactionary, it was cool. It was not rock and roll, it was sad FM.
Sad FM, huh? I always hated that station. Phlegmatic, counter-revolutionary dirges. Sadness is a mental illness. A weapon of the bourgeoisie.
What's the bourgeoisie?
The fascists were right about rock and roll. It is degenerate. Hip gyrating mental illness music.
Well, I'm here to tell you about the latest revolution in music. It is called Anadic dance music, and I think you're gonna love it. We're not doing well with this guy yet. Okay. You've retained your eyesight there.
My eyesight? Yes. Helps me see all the shit.
That's good. That's what eyesight does.
A shudder of disgust passes his left side. His right side remains motionless.
Is he at a stroke? Sounds like he's at a stroke. So glad this guy didn't hear about TikTok. He would die right away. Just keel over. Alright, the something commune.
You heard me. It's good now. Like chalk, wiped from the ball.
Okay, so, right, I didn't realize we had more options there. Your weapon has stayed true to you. I need you to put down the gun. Oh no, wait, I'll talk about our weapon.
Yes. I bet you've killed a lot of people with it. You fascist fuck.
I'm not even dressed like a fascist anymore.
Have you come to make me one of them?
No.
We have come to ask you questions, nothing more.
Oh god, puts his hands on his holster.
If you do not comply, we will take you in. Do you understand?
Another spitball lands in the ashes. That's all the answer he gives.
Okay.
The danger levels here are hard to read. One moment he's a fire, the next
Yeah.
a fire gone out.
He feels unpredictable. I'm gonna let him keep his gun, because I'm a bit scared. If, like, we might piss him off. I'm with the police. You can keep the gun, but keep it down. Not one move.
No.
Oops! Kim? Why didn't we have a talk before we came in here about what our approach was gonna be? Okay. Kim?
Put it down now, sir.
Or you're gonna blow my brains out before you question me. To hell with it. It's a walking stick anyway. It's out of bullets.
Okay. The old man lays the rifle down carelessly, then looks at it lying there.
Like an amputated limb in the sand.
I'm gonna pick it up.
His gaze follows your motions. The rifle feels surprisingly light in your hand. Frame stocked and patched in places with tape and wire. The rifle's in a shabby state, like a crutch that's seen too much travel. Hieroglyphs are embossed into the forearm, made of walnut. On the butt, you see Vespertine writing, burnt into the wood. Triangon, 4.46mm, made in Sinyao.
Sinyao. So, I mean, we knew it was an old gun. It's, as he said, it's a thingy gong made in Sinyao.
Worn. Personalized even. Looks like this weapon has seen a lot of use, hasn't it, sir?
No response from the old man. The plastic cape around his shoulders rustles in a small bout of wind.
Is he wearing a frit raincoat? Because that's the good shit. This uses jacketed ammunition, 4.46.
Jacketed. Military-grade ammunition. Stable in flight. Good for hitting something that's very, very far away.
You're looking more and more like you're the one that did it, man.
As he speaks, he stresses every word. He's liking this. The old man keeps following your motion with his gaze. His right arm twitches suddenly.
And he doesn't look like he cares too much.
This looked very much like the murder weapon. It could be used against him to get a confession. In time.
Okay, who are you?
My name is Josef Lilianovich Dross. political commissar of the 114th Anti-Aircraft Division of the 4th Army of the Commune of Revachol.
So he was in the coalition side of the revolution?
I am a deserter, a partisan, and a prisoner of war. This is my terminal surrender.
Wait. Anti-aircraft division. Oh no, he was on this side. Yeah, he was on the communism side. Anti-aircraft. I mean, they had themselves very well organized. 4th Army of the Commune of Revachol. Okay. But he's a deserter. A deserter of who? From where's he deserted?
The Commune of Revachol? Do you mean the ICM? You're a holdover from the...
From the Insular Indian Citizens Militia, the army of the revolution. I was recruited in Jamrock in 07, trained in the École de Contrôle Orient, and consigned to emergency defense duties in 08. I left my unit on the eve of the landing. When I returned here on May 14th, the commune had fallen. Still armed and ideologically trained, I wrote a criticism of myself and resumed partisan duties.
Alright, so he deserted when he was supposed to be drafted, and then...
51 minus 8 equals 43.
You've been on this island for 43 years?
No.
Oh.
I've been on other islands, too.
He's been to the mainland. He gets his cigarettes from somewhere.
I was in a resurrection until they turned it into a spa in 18. Then I was an E-48, a nameless sound, until the sea washed over it. Then I came back here. That was 22 years ago.
Okay. Ideologically trained. That's a fancy way of saying I was brainwashed. This is by the communism side. You said you deserted your unit.
I was just 16 years old. 15 when I volunteered. I had a lapse of faith. And of courage, too.
Yeah, okay. So... lapse of faith?
You could say I misunderstood the historic role of the proletariat and thought Mazovian socioeconomics were fallible. For a second, I doubted the irreducible laws of historic materialism. A second is all it took.
Brainwashed is a very subjective term, though. I'm not sure if you remember, Noob, if you did get that from the body, but when you were taking it down, it said the communism did me in. I don't really remember that. Okay. For what?
For reaction to take hold.
What's reaction?
Petty bourgeois terror. It's in all men.
You were just afraid?
It's the same thing. You haven't seen it. Not really. Not naked. It's impossible not to be afraid.
And this was... when?
May the 13th, 08. 44 years ago. The horizon was black with coalition airships. Their petroleum rose to the sky, and it looked like it formed the clouds. Storm clouds. When they started shelling, it was dark magic.
Ooh, dark magic?
The combined might of international capital. All at once, all the greed and terror in the world tore into Revachol. It lifted streets from the ground and turned houses into ghosts. We were in the flak tower, huddled on the floor. The artillery was 80 kilometers away in Ozon, but I knew the commune would fall. We would all be turned into ash. So I said I was going to the map room.
And then ran away?
I ran. I climbed the chain link across the water and hid inland, in the bunkers underground, like the weakest of the weak. A mouse, frightened of the ordnance all night and the sound of the rotors in the morning, whirring.
But is that, what did he say? Weakest of the weak, a mouse. Is it though? Because if you can tell that it's just going to be a massacre, and you were 16 years old, I would say the natural instinct would be to run. What was that?
Airships. I climbed out into hell. The landing was complete. The chain was submerged. I had to swim back. The fortress was half submerged too. Shattered. They'd all drowned in the lower levels or got torn to shreds above. The anti-aircraft gun had malfunctioned. So had I. I left them without ideological direction.
But it sounds...
It was real. I'd seen it. I'd seen it in reality.
Sounds though that if it had malfunctioned, even if you'd stayed to give them a direction, it would still have malfunctioned.
Some kind of great terror, worse than you've ever seen.
Seen what?
The mask of humanity fall from capital. It has to take it off to kill everyone, everything you love. All the hope and tenderness in the world. It has to take it off just for 1 second to do the deed.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see it, as it strangles and beats your friends to death. The sweetest, most courageous people in the world. You see the fear and power in its eyes. Then you know.
What?
That the bourgeois are not human.
Let him finish.
I had to. I had to fight it. I had to never stop.
What do you mean if they're not... Do you mean like they're not human metaphorically, or do you mean they're aliens? This place, this island... What is this place, this island?
It's not an island, Dwat. It's a defensive fortification of the commune of Revachol. And I am its last surviving defender.
Yeah, I see that. I think we understand, but tell me.
The congenitally deformed King Philip II built it to restrict access to the Bay of Revachol. We captured it in '02, retrofitted the fort with an AA gun to defend against an airborne landing. Against the whole world.
You mean the landing retaking of Revachol?
Coalition military called it Operation Deathblow. I later found out on the radio they called it Deathblow. You're one of them. Tell me, who speaks like that? We had 50 million people on Caillou alone.
Yes, so first of all, I am not one of them.
Sure you are. You're RCM. Answer me. Who calls an operation against 50 million people Deathblow?
Psychos. Murderers. I know what you mean.
You don't know. You haven't seen it. Iblis,
Iblis?
the black-eyed angel.
Oh god. Let me just go back to the first one. You've been hiding here for 43 years?
43 years and 10 months.
That's the length of my entire life.
It's too long. It's not how a human being should live. I couldn't just forget what I saw.
Yep.
He just couldn't.
You couldn't give up.
He nods. But he can now.
What have you been doing during all this time?
Hiding, fishing, waiting.
Waiting for an opportunity?
Where the afternoon grows late, on Rue de Saint-Ghislain, people walk home. Street lights will soon be lit. Further inland, the streets are alive with workers, men, women, children, street hawks and migrant laborers. The temperature is steady. Alto cumulus clouds form above Precinct 41.
Always waiting.
For what?
For her to return.
Oh. Her?
Her who?
Girl, child, revolution.
Girl Child Revolution. Is this a literal person or are you talking about the revolution? Yeah, he's actually talking about women will always betray you. No. What is happening over there? No, because they've just lost a bunch of people. It's a tinderbox, it may still happen.
It won't. The material base for an uprising has eroded. The working class has betrayed mankind and themselves. The historic opportunity for a revolution has passed. It will not come back anymore, however hard I try, whatever I do.